certain emotions cause certain diseases.
Yes, anger causes inflammatory disorders more than anything else. Depression is correlated with cancer. Guilt is also correlated with cancer. The only two real emotions we always experience are pain and pleasure. And when we experience the pain, and we let ourselves experience it as it's occurring, we don't have problem. But if we withhold it, then it gets locked up inside our body as anger. And if we redirect it, it becomes guilt. If we anticipate it in the future, it becomes fear. But all these fear, anger, guilt, depression are expressions of our inability to feel the pain when we are having it.
I read 2 books that changed my life. It was The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale and The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. It just taught me one simple principle. It don't cost no more energy to think big than it does small. You can say Volkswagen and you can say Rolls Royce with the same amount of effort. You ain't got to grunt to say Rolls Royce. So if the Bible is true, which it says a man is as he thinketh, if you think poor thoughts, you got to be poor. The moment you change that thought into wealth or riches, you start the process to becoming wealthy or rich. It's not a magic trick. I mean, it's really how it works. People complicate it. You gotta do this and you gotta do that. But the Bible's pretty plain. They ain't got no loopholes in it. Really don't. It's just real simple. It say what it say. All you gotta do is believe it's talking to you. That's what it is. Most people don't think that God is talking to them.
The act of closing your eyes and rehearsing what you're going to do begins to install the neurological hardware in your brain to look like you already did it. Now the brain is no longer a record of the past. Now it's a map to the future, and if you keep installing that hardware, the hardware will become a software program, which means you'll just start acting like a happy person. Why? There's no magic there. You installed the circuitry. So that's more important than the news. It's more important than answering any email or any text. It's more important than talking about your past. If you can begin to just think about how you're going to do it differently, that's the building process neurologically already. So now you have to get conscious in order to do that, and it takes some time. It means you got to shut your cell phone off. You got to close your door. You got to take a break from everything out there and begin to practice.
The most important thing in the world is what you believe about yourself. Your entire experience is fabricated out of what you believe about yourself. It is not important what other people believe about you. It's only important what you believe about yourself. Once you learn to believe in yourself correctly, you are no longer worried about what other people are thinking, are saying about you. Until you learn to believe in yourself, regardless of what other people say or think, you're not going to get very far. As a matter of fact, you have got to come to that point in your experience where you know that your nose is clean, your business is straight, and you don't give a damn about what other people think about you.
I have an insane belief in my own ability to manifest things. Insane belief. I think it's ultimately complete sanity. I believe we're creators, and I believe we create with every thought and every word. Every moment is pregnant with the next moment of your life. We all start out with a false belief about ourselves, with some untrue thing that we believe walking through our lives. I'm not worthy, I'm not lovable, I'm gonna fail. Whatever your basic mistaken belief about yourself is, you form a personality around. It's the grain of sand in the oyster. So I form characters that way a lot of times. I'll ask myself, what's the speck of sand?